Hey guys, Crazy Gun Collector here again. I'm here with another video today that I'm going to do on a Safariland holster that a gentleman actually in the comments below, kind of requested because he kind of wants to see how, the level 3 works and what are all the features that it actually has. So I'm definitely going to go over everything that Safariland level 3 holsters actually do and could provide, and what are the pros and cons. I do want to start off on saying that thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I've been seeing that the numbers have been shooting up drastically on views, likes, comments, and I believe we got, I don't know, probably like 4 subs. So just keep on showing love and support, guys. That's just all I ask. So getting into the holster itself. So this is what I have here in front of me, is a Safariland level 3 holster that I got from a local store that I go to here in my hometown. Here in the state of Pennsylvania, we are, able to buy police actual accessories. We're restricted on buying actual, police stuff, obviously like badges, etc., stuff like that. And I do want to, put this disclaimer out there that I'm not law enforcement, I'm not military, I'm just a law-abiding citizen that supports the Second Amendment right, and I love what I do. I love my country. I love everything about our freedom that we have. Not a lot of countries have that. So we got to be grateful and thankful that we actually have that here. So, yeah, getting into the holster itself, I have my good old trusty EDC in there, as you guys could see. Let's pull that out and let's clear it. It's clear. Obviously, there's no mag, no rounds. It's clear, and we'll just keep that gun safe in there. So, more into the holster. Once again, this Safariland level 3 holster that I got 2.5 years ago. I paid close to 180 bucks, 190 give or take, and I got it actually specified for my Glock 19 Generation 4, along with that TLR1 that I have attached to it, which is that weapons light. So it's compatible with the weapons light. It's compatible with also a red dot if I actually do wish down the road add a red dot to my EDC, which I'm highly considering. And yeah, so the holster itself actually didn't come as you see it now. It came with just this base pad here, leg pad, base pad, whatever you want to call it, attached to the holster itself. So this spacing that you see here and this little gadget right here that you actually see, that's a QLS attachment. And this QLS attachment, it's obviously male and female. They were like 60 bucks, and most places I think you get them for like 30 now, since they're starting to become much more popular. And yeah, I still think I overpaid for this, but still, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so Safariland, I mean, I haven't done my research thoroughly, so don't beat me up because of this. And everything that I do on this channel, it's fairly honest. I don't know who actually is behind Safariland, so if you are one of those people that want to know who is the CEO, co-founder, whatever of Safariland, I couldn't tell you. Look it up on Google. Safariland itself, I've been running it once again for quite some time now. This is not the only Safariland that I have, but I did it on this particular model because once again, this is the model that police actually carry on their duty belts day in and day out. And I wanted to try something different. Now, one downside, one con, is that the bottom is not open. They have this little thing here. I think you could take that cover off, like push it in, just like take it off. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't really messed with it that much to figure that out yet. So, yeah, like, I mean, Safariland itself, super nice, super durable holster, especially considering that a lot of law enforcement officers here in my hometown actually carry the same exact one. Once again, just a disclaimer, I'm not military, I'm not law enforcement. I'm not trying to impersonate, none of that stuff. I don't even open carry with this. I always conceal. So chillax, guys. And yeah, going back on a QLS attachment, sorry, we kind of sidetracked a little bit. I'm kind of all over the place today, so just bear with me. QLS attachment, I actually added that because I have multiple Safarilands, like I've mentioned a couple minutes ago, with different sidearms, etc. So instead of actually removing the actual, base pad here or, leg pad thigh pad, whatever you want to call it, instead of removing that off from your war belt, etc., I could just depress these two little tabs on the QLS. As you can see, it slightly, rolls up, and you just slide it off. Take your other holster along with your sidearm and just slide it in, and it clips into place. So it's a very, very nice gadget to have. Super, super convenient. I love it. Once again, I go to the range with it all the time. Another thing that it had, since this is for law enforcement specifically, it had kind of like a little plastic, guard right here on this area here. And that guard actually assisted your thumb ride by pushing this down and forward. So I took that off once again because I'm not trying to impersonate. I'm not military or law enforcement. Once again, the third time. I just only use this for range purposes and educational purposes only. That is it for my beneficial use. Now, getting into the levels. A lot of people say, well, what's a level 3? And what's a level 1? What's a level 2? Etc. Well, I'm going to go over all those levels, with you. So a level 1 would be pretty much a single active pretension button. That's it. So it's kind of like, you see how I push this down? So level 1, it's like you push one button, your gun comes out. A level 2, you have to push a button, maybe slide it forward, and other mechanisms that are out there. A lot of people, they just kind of push it down, slide forward, or push down, slide back, etc. And then you unlock your gun. Now getting into level 3 which is what this is. It has much more. So this hoof is a level 1. Okay, level 2, pushing it down forward. Okay, level 3, you hitting this little tab here to release your firearm. Okay, so it will just all look like this, like so. Okay, it will just all look like so. That's it. A lot of guys that I've shot with, they're fairly fast with it, extremely fast. I'm one of those guys as well because I've trained with it. I'm not saying that I'm the best, that I'm like a pro. I'm still not, man. That's what I want you guys to understand as well on this channel. I don't care how long you've been shooting. I don't care what training you have done. You're still going to be a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Even 3-gun shooting competition shooters, they're still rookies. They still learn as they go. Yeah, they may be fast, they may be all this stuff, and they could do all these, fun tricks and stuff like that, with speed reloading and stuff like that, but you're still a rookie at the end of the day. Once you have been doing it for decades after decades, then that's when you actually could say that you're a veteran now at what you do at your profession. I'm just one humble guy. I never try to override anything or anyone, because anything, even like I'll tell you guys here, if you guys have any suggestions, even for myself, that you think that I still need work on, please let me know. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? I'm just humble like that. I like to learn different things. I may know things that you don't know, and vice versa. Simple as that. So yeah, once again, I do have guys that are fairly fast. I'm quick with it as well, but up to a certain extent. I've been playing with these holsters for a number of years already, and it hasn't failed me, guys. Okay, it has not failed me. If you want to go to the range and you're looking for a new range holster that you just want to practice on, just for base it off of like natural disasters, and like the world is going bad, like how it is today, there's a lot of wars overseas and like all this stuff, and you just kind of want to get prepared, and you just kind of want to build a bug out build is what I want to call it, and you want to add outside the waistband holster, this is the holster to go with, or preferably not this one exactly, but something similar, a different Safariland, and you can start training with that. Pros and cons about this holster. There's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons, right? First pro, it's actually going to be, I'll probably say, it's durability, and it's quality. Safariland, it's quality over quantity. So I love Safariland because of that. And they're not like these other companies out here that pay people to talk about how good their product is, and no. I like companies that actually, will let their product speak for itself, like how Safariland did, right? For perhaps Olight pays people to you know, promote their product. And I highly dislike that. So, I mean, everybody's different. I know guys myself that personally run Olight. Would I get one? Absolutely not. I would just stick with Surefire. I'll stick with Streamlight. Surefire over Streamlight, but obviously I do have Streamlight on my EDC, so don't judge, but you know, that's just what I have on there. I just found that was a perfect fit. Moving on down the line, you know, like I said, it's durability, quality over quantity. And, you know, the most thing that I actually like is how many attachments do they have for this holster, you know? That's another pro. Like, I'm so blown away how many attachments they have for it. You could actually add a leg drop attachment. You could add, you know, a mid, you know, outside the waistband attachment, and like mid length is what I'm trying to say, sorry. And, you know, there's so many options out there for this, you know, but obviously it's going to cost you a pretty penny, and you know, it's all up to your discretion to actually go with something like so. Cons about it, right? There's some cons. The first one could be, I'll probably say, like when I first bought the holster, it was canted at a 45-degree angle. So literally, I'm literally like drawing my firearm with my wrist canted forward like so, and I just couldn't really barely like unlock that hook all the way, and I'll just kind of be like stuck here like so, and I'll have to reposition my hand to, you know, fully open it and then, you know, pull out that firearm. That was the only con that I had. And, you know, I kind of worked out, you know, a little rig as far as like the QLS attachment. You know, it didn't go as far as I wanted it to be upright like how it is now. Because even then now, let's say if I put this like even like so, it's still canted forward, you know, like a bit, just a slightly bit forward. So what I end up doing was I've been looking at this mechanism here, right? So you see how these screws, you get to tighten them up and reposition stuff like that. So I end up taking, you know, like a little Dremel tool, and I end up, you know, sanding down much more of a spacing here, here, and here, and stuff like that, so I can get much more of an upright position. Once again, do that at your own risk. Safariland would not like that. You know, if you screw something up and you call them like, hey, can you replace this part because I messed it up? They'll tell you absolutely not. So once again, anything that you do custom on QLS attachments, holsters, etc., on just any of their product, they're not liable for what you do, and you have to do it at your own risk if you know what you're doing. With me, I've learned a lot from my mistakes, so I'm confident on doing what I'm doing to make everything fit to my likings. So yeah, that's why I do it. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. But I mean, you give it a try. And if you're not confident, just leave it as is and just, you know, continue on utilizing it the way that it is. So moving on down the line with the cons. First thing that I noticed about this holster, with it being you know, a law enforcement, you know, holster for their actual daily carry, I noticed that here on the bottom, it's not opened, you know, and there is like a little lid, cap, cover, whatever you want to call that maybe you could just depress and just like pop it out and open that up. I don't like that, because if debris gets up in there, you physically have to take it off your QLS, you know, dump it out, and yeah, you know, assess the situation. So that's another con. You know, there's a lot of pros and there's a couple cons. That's it. But I do have an Alien Gear holster that I actually have, and I love Alien Gear for the simple fact is that on the bottom, it's completely wide open. So if any debris gets up in there, it's just going to fall right through the holster, and you're not going to have to worry about actually physically taking it off your war belt. And like, mind you, like Alien Gear, it has its pros and cons too. You could add QLS attachments on Safariland, but you can't do it on Alien Gear because it's a fixed holster. So I've seen a couple people kind of makeshift a couple things, but like I'm pretty sure now, after Alien Gear mass producing so many holsters now, especially level 3s, they started over the years, I've seen that they started to make much more attachments for their holsters to like actually come up with a quick release attachment, so you can take them off and on from your waistband, you know, and you could pretty much treat it like if it were to be a Safariland. But once again, that'll comes with you know, what manufacturer you go with to purchase a good, you know, holster. And yeah, guys, I mean, that is my review. That is my opinion. That is my thought about Safariland and just level 3 holsters in general. If you guys are interested in anything, then obviously, once again, like I always tell you guys, comment down below. Just leave a comment, and I'll see what I can do on my behalf to make it happen. You know, if I don't have it, then I'm just gonna have to see what I can do. But if I have it, then guess what? It's fair game. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. All right, and if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell to turn on your post notifications to stay up to date to the latest videos that I upload, so you won't miss not a single one. All right, guys, so stay safe out there, train hard, support your Second Amendment to the fullest. And if you're new to the gun industry, like how most people are on this channel that I've been coming across on, I got one thing to say to you, brother. Keep on training, buy a lot of ammo, and just dry fire a lot. A lot of people say dry firing doesn't help you. Yes, it does help you. Just like how airsoft actually helps with dry firing and how to operate a pistol or rifle, etc. You know, so yes, dry fire does help. If you put in the hours and you put in the reps, you would become proficient, and you will be proficient. Don't listen to none of these other trainers out there that are telling you, oh, you can't do this, you have to pay X amount of money to, you know, become proficient. No, you don't. Absolutely not. I'm here to tell you, because I shoot a lot myself, I'm here to tell you that that is false information. That is a complete false information that they're telling you. And yeah, they're just trying to get you for your money. You know, nowadays with YouTube being so big like how it is now, you can find anything and everything online. So yeah, therefore, more of the story is, don't pay for something that you could find for free on social media. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a short one today, but if you have any other questions or have any other concerns, once again, feel free to ask, and I'll see what I can do to make it happen. All right, peace out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think